my channel, it's Rose. So very quickly, before we get into what we are going to be doing today, I just wanted to give you a quick peek at these pink ephemera Christmas kits. There are two. There's volume 1 and volume 2. They're 10 pages each, and I'm just going to do a very quick flip for you guys so you can see. I wasn't sure whether to put this out or not. I felt that there might be too many pink Christmas kits out there, but I had some feedback and people were saying you can never have too much pink and all that good stuff. So I do have quite a large collection. I mean, this is just a part of my collection of pink vintage images, and they've all been what's the word I'm looking for? Enhanced and cleaned up and all the rest of that. This is an envelope image I made myself. You got a wax seal there to go with this one. That's the large one. Some tickets. Beautiful book page from a book called Christmas in England, apparently. Some washi tapes. Some fussy cuts. And some really beautiful images in here, guys. So if you are doing a pink journal, pink Christmas journal, this might be something that would come in very useful for you. Okay, so that's those. I'm going to set these aside for a second. I will talk to you about those in a moment. So that was set 1. Those first 10 pages comprise set 1. Okay, and this is the second set. This is volume 2, set 2. And again, we have another 10 pages of beautiful vintage images from my collection. Pink Santas and ribbons and deer. I love this envelope, absolutely beautiful image. And I mean, they don't have to go into a pink journal either. They will work in any Christmas journal, even if it's not pink themed, I guess. I mean, I would certainly use some of these in my traditionally coloured Christmas journals. There. Love this little Santa here. He's so cute. Some pink poinsettias. Another envelope. This is a smaller size envelope. Some banners and some postage stamps that I made. And here we have some page tabs and some very large tickets. I thought these would be fun. You know, we often do large tags, and I actually don't have any tags in this kit. We often do large tags. I thought it might be fun to do large tickets. So that's those. So that is set 2. Now, the other thing I wanted to show you with these is, I'm just going to get these sorted out so that I can organize myself. Okay, so the ones I set aside a moment ago, with both of those kits, they're separate. They're listed separately on Etsy, volume 1 and volume 2, and with each of those kits you get a set of 9 papers. These are included as a bonus. The kit is very reasonably priced for 10 pages, and you get these free with the kit. So we have some lovely little background pages. There's nothing in your face or anything like that, so you can decorate the pages yourself. This gives you a nice little background. There's some patterns. These have been made to be a double journal spread. Beautiful pattern there. Snowflakes. Pink Santa. Love that image. And again, another pink Santa. Okay, so that is that. Like I said, those papers come free with either of the kits. Okay, so I just wanted to give you a heads up that that was there. And also, for any of you who watched any of my recent videos and commented, I asked a question in one of my recent videos about the pink kit. And if you answered my question about a pink kit below that video, I am going to give you a copy of set 1 free for Christmas. Okay, just to say thank you for answering and responding and interacting with me. And also, for 5 of the people who comment on this video, the comment can be anything at all, just whatever, I will also give a set of those papers of volume 1. Okay, so that is the 15 people who commented on my previous video and 5 people who comment on this video today. So, on with the project. So you may be wondering what this mess is all about. Well, this is a very, very tiny selection of what I found in my Christmas craft box. And when I started putting these things out, I started feeling completely overwhelmed because I really want to start using all of this stuff that I have. But I also want to continue with the challenges and things that are going on online. Now, this stuff has been accumulating for the last 5-6 years. Started junk journaling roughly 5 or 6 years ago. So there's a lot of different styles in here. Some of them are prints that I printed a long time ago on an inferior printer without actually knowing how to make the images pretty and all of that good stuff. So I have all those. I have such a variety of stuff here. Now, I want to make 2 journals for the H set of Christmas crafts projects, but I also want to make a journal with this. So, overwhelm ensues. I also wanted to, at least, I don't know if I'm going to get to do this, but I wanted to join in with Tracy Fox's December Daily, which I'm way behind on if I do want to do that, and also the Defemorember challenge over with Louisa Heinzel and Barbara at 49 Dragonflies. So, where to start and what to do? What I'm going to do for now, I want to get a journal made with some of this stuff, but I am not going to fill this journal. I am going to make the journal with the pages and all that good stuff. I might add some trims and things like that, but I'm not going to fill it. And maybe it'll do for next year, we'll see. Okay, and I am going to go ahead and make up the signatures for the other 2 journals for the H set of Christmas crafts. I want to do one with Rachel's Christmas pasta kit, and I want to do one with my own Forget-Me-Not blue Christmas kit. So what I'm going to do around that, I'm still making the pieces from the challenge, so I'm going to alternate between the 2 kits when I make them. So we'll say I think I'm up to letter I. So we'll say, no, I'm not. I'm actually further than that. I've done the JAG, H-I-J-K. I think I've done the Kris Kringle. Not 100% sure. So let's assume I'm on the letter K. So for the letter K, I'll do the Christmas Past kit. L, I will do my one. M, I will do the Christmas Past. That kind of a way. So I will split the ephemera pieces between the 2 journals, if that makes sense. So that's what I've decided to do with those. So I'm going to make up the signatures for those. I'm not going to make the covers yet because I want to have the signatures made and the ephemera in there before I make the covers. I'm going to build the covers around the thickness of the signatures. But for this one, I'm going to go all out. I am going to go eclectic with this one and have a lot of fun with it. I often kind of constrain myself to a particular style or a particular theme, but with this one I am going to, I'm not going to go completely crazy. It is going to be somewhat cohesive, obviously, but it's going to be a fun journal. So I hope you'll come along with me for this. The first thing I'm going to do, I am going to make a cover, so I'm going to pop off and get that done. And I will be back to you to talk to you about putting the signatures together. Okay, guys. So, I am back to you guys. Now, this is a couple of days later, so I'm not sure exactly what I have said on the previous videos, what I have not, but this is what I'm coming back to you with for now. So, what I have here is this actually piece here is the box from, obviously, Lemon's bumper family box of season's greetings, and they're sweets that we get here in Ireland. I'm not sure if they're available elsewhere. I think they're available in the UK, but I'm not sure if they're available worldwide, or is it just Ireland and the UK or what. But these are very much Christmas to me. They are a memory from my childhood. We used to hate them as kids, to be honest. But now it's not Christmas unless I have a box of these in the house. I love them. So this is the box that I had last year, and I saved the box. I've saved so many things over the years, and that is what this project is about. So that's what this is. This is going to be the front of a journal. It is going to be mounted on another piece, but this is what we're starting off with. And inside I have 3 signatures, all packaged up already. I've sorted all the papers and put them in the places I wanted them to be. And what the papers are, these are bits that I had in my Christmas box that don't really go with the style of journals I make these days. I make mostly vintage journals these days, and I'm I'm hooked on the vintage style. So I don't use these things as much. Now, I did used to do junky journals at the very start, when I first started making junk journals. If you actually look down through my videos, you will see a flip through one of those. But I don't make them very much anymore. So all the odds and ends that won't work in those journals are making their way in here. So I have a mix of wrapping papers, and this is actually a napkin that I fused to some paper using cling wrap. If you want to know more about any of the techniques that I mentioned here, please leave me a comment below and I will get back to you. Some of these are my very first foray into vintage, the vintage style and printing and all that sort of stuff. So the prints are quite faint, they're not fantastic. They are tea dyed, and they do look vintage, but I'm putting them in here anyway because I won't use them in one of my current journals. So they're getting put in here. I have wrapping papers, and this is from an old diary. It's the December pages. This is a gift bag. Some papers that I just won't use. I mean, this, I could possibly use this in a junk journal, but chances are I probably won't. This was a short page, and I kind of Franken page this. So all that sort of stuff. There's some more prints, some more papers that I probably won't use, and I could use this in a vintage junk journal, but because of the weight and simply because it's been around so long, I decided to put that in here as well. I'm trying to use up what I have. I had an unmerciful box of Christmas stuff, and to be honest, I felt a little overwhelmed when I opened it, so I decided to just get on and use it. So this is what I am doing with it, making a junky junk journal. Some more of that pretty paper, and they are very pretty, don't get me wrong. It's not that I don't like these things, they're very pretty, and that's why I saved them. But I just have no use for them in my journals that I make currently. So I am making this one. There we go. And the third signature is all more of the same. Now I have some short pages and things in here as well. And I have gone through and made a few little things like pockets and things like that. This is a big pocket that I made here. And this piece just came out of a catalogue, a phone catalogue, to be honest. And I just liked the imagery and things like that. I will decorate this a little bit more, just leaving some of the trees peek through and things. But I made a pocket out of this page, and I made a pocket on the far side of it as well. This is a paper bag. It was a little gift bag. I took the ribbons out. I took the base off of it, and it's a flip down, and it is still a pocket as well, so I'm going to do something with that. And that is it. That's the other side of that large pocket page, and that's what we have. Now I also have this page here. Obviously I don't want this here, so we'll be doing something with that, but on the inside it is this absolutely adorable guy. Isn't he so cute? Look at that face. So I want to do something with this, and I will probably have it as a flip out, and it probably will be in here, but I'll be doing something with the back of it. I'm not sure yet, I haven't decided yet. But isn't he just adorable? He's so cute. For those of you who don't know, I am very much a dog person and a cat person. I'm an animal person, I guess. So that is that. Okay, so for today what I'm doing with this is I'm going to make the cover. Now, I probably won't do videos showing you the decoration of this and things like that, because this is one that I will be working on my lap at night when I'm watching TV with my other half. So you probably won't get to see me doing a whole lot of decorating and things in it, but I will do a flip through of it. Okay, so that is that. Now, onto the cover. As I said, I want to have this piece on there. I have trimmed it down, but I just see a little piece here that needs snipping off. And it is pretty much the right size on the spine for my papers, but I want to mount it onto this, and I don't want those edges right kind of at the edge, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to give it a little bit of room. I'm going to make it slightly bigger, just so that there's a little lip there that it's not getting caught all the time. So I'm going to use this Amazon packaging, and I am going to cover it with this lovely curtain sample material. And there is enough there, I have checked. Actually, I have checked, but will there be enough? There will. Just about be enough to kind of fold around the edges. Just about. Actually, there probably won't, now that I'm thinking about it. I may have to use a different pattern, because I don't like this with the stripes going this way. But I do have a plaid pattern in this as well. Now, I have cut a piece off of the plaid one, so let's see if this works. And I'm thinking that it actually probably won't be long enough now. No. So I'm going to have to go with a different colour. Sorry about this, guys. You're getting to see the part of it that I really kind of try to not have in my videos, because I go over and back all the time with choosing things. But I do have some of these already pulled out, so it's not too bad. Here's another piece of plaid put in the red, and I have a piece cut off of this as well. Oh my lord. Okay, so this one might work. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to have to go with this one. It wouldn't have been my first choice, but I still like it. I wanted to try and bring in some of the green and have the red, gold and green, but this will work just as well. Okay, so I'm going to get off. I'm going to cut my card and my fabric, and then I'll come back to you guys and show you what I do next. Okay, hi you guys. This is not going to be the best lighting situation in the world, and I do apologize for that, but I really wanted to come on and show you what I am doing here. So here I have the piece of card that I cut for my cover. I have ironed on a piece of Heat and Bond, the exact same size as this, and now I'm going to attach my fabric. Now with my fabric, I decided that I wanted to use the side that had the paper on it, obviously. Now some of this is going to show, but I am going to work around it and, you know, dicky it up afterwards and it'll look fine. Plus this is actually probably going to end up being my personal journal, so I won't really be too fussed. If I was giving it to somebody else, I would find a different way to do it, I think. But for now, we are going to be using this, and I want these bits, this bit on the back and this bit, actually will I put that on the back or the front? Just trying to think. If I put this on, yeah, I'm going to put this on the back and this on the bottom, okay? So this is the way we're going to have it. Now, all I'm going to do, I'm going to peel off the backing for my Heat and Bond. she says. Okay, there we go. I'm keeping this bit. I always keep these bits. They come in so handy. I love it when you can use the bits that you're supposed to throw away. Okay, so I'm going to get my fabric. Now my fabric does have some little bits of paper still sticking to it. They will actually brush off. Now my iron is here. My iron is broken at the bottom. Probably quite dangerous. You can see the casing is all broken away and the wiring is exposed. But it works, and I use it for crafts only, so I wouldn't be too worried. I wouldn't be putting water in for steam or anything like that. So I'm just turning that up. I'm going to get this positioned. I'm just going to put my iron down there for a moment. I'm going to get it positioned. Flip it over, keeping it in place. Now the first thing I do, I just go straight into the middle with this. Oh, but I don't want to go straight onto this fabric because I have a feeling that it might go shiny. So I'm just going to put down a piece of paper. Brown paper will work just as well. Now I'm going to really kind of keep the heat on this to make sure that that glue is good and melted into it, because you're going through the paper, and this is a fairly thick fabric. So I'm just going to keep ironing, and I'm going to get this all ironed and I will come back and show you. Okay, so I have all the heat and bond heated. Now I went a little bit short on this side, but I think it should be okay. I can make that work. Now, when you're using heat and bond like that, I would say to you, you need to pay close attention to the corners in particular. Now this is still quite warm because my glass mat underneath is keeping it hot. So I can just press this down another little bit and keep pressing them. But I'm not too worried about that because I'm going to be gluing this into place around the cover, okay? And we are going to get started on that now. So it's going to look pretty good. Now I haven't actually done this method with the heat and bond before, so I'm just hoping that it will work. But like I said, this is going to be my personal journal anyway, I think, so I'm not too worried about it. We're getting a nice little curve in the spine there. Wasn't intentional, but it is there. I don't know, will I try to keep that or not? I'm just going to get, I was going to say I'm going to get my bone folder, but as usual, my bone folder is on the missing list. Always, always. I love using my bone folder, but it goes missing so often I never actually get to use it. But I do have this one that came in my scoring board. It's not as good or as nice, but it will do what I need it to do right now. I'm just going to fold these back and burnish that down just to get that crease in, because it doesn't seem to be wanting to stay there with the heat and bond. Now the heat and bond that I'm using is the Ultra Hold. I don't think that's necessary to use the Ultra Hold. That's the one I picked up when I wanted to try it out. Now that's actually working quite well there. But you can get thinner ones as well, and I think they would be lovely to work with, especially on something like this. Giving that a good burnish. Let's see how that works. Yeah, that seems to be working totally okay. Okay, I'll cut off these fibers. I have a lot of these curtain sample books. Well, they're not books anymore. I have them all taken apart. I had to get my other half to take them apart because, man, they were stuck together. But I have all the fabrics from them, and I so love playing with them sometimes. They make fantastic covers for journals. So that's that part. Okay, so I'm going to get on and I'm going to glue down the rest of these bits, and then I will come back to you guys. Okay, so that is our fabric on our cover. It's looking pretty good. Yes, I know that looks ugly for now, but we will sort it, don't worry. I'm thinking I might actually put it on the front in the end, but we will see. We'll see. First thing we need to do is see what this looks like, and then I can make a decision on that, I guess. Now, I know some of you are screaming at me, don't put the shiny box on the front. And part of me is screaming that too, believe me. Now I may need to adjust the little hinge pieces here on this because it doesn't want to sit flush. But it's never going to close that much anyway, so. What do you guys think? That way? Or that way? Ah, look at that. See now, there's more red at this side. So I actually am liking that a lot better, yeah. I am going to have to go with that side, I'm afraid. Okay. So all I'm going to do, I am going to get this glued down. I am going to ink it first, which I really shouldn't on this type of journal. I told myself at the very start that I wasn't going to do any inking, but because this is just such a thick piece, I don't want that showing. I don't necessarily want to ink it with vintage photo or anything like that, but maybe something red or blue. I do have a red distress ink. It is aged mahogany, but it is quite red, so I think I'll just use that, yeah. Just to take that white off of the very edge there. We don't want to see that. Almost there. Okay, that looks much better to me now already, straight away. Now I haven't brought the ink over around the side of the box or anything like that, it is just on the edge. Okay, now do I want something coming out from underneath this? I really don't believe I do. So there's going to be the positioning of it. Maybe up that way a little bit. I could make that into a pocket. I could just leave it as it is. I could bring some lace and things down here. I like that it's uneven, that it's not a straight line, but at the same time it is kind of throwing off my eye and throwing off, kind of deciding what I might want to do. Okay, so I'm actually going to leave it there for today, guys. I'm going to go off and have a think about what I might want to do underneath this, if I want anything under it or not. And yeah, I'll come back to you again. I'm sorry, I'm actually still thinking as I'm talking to you guys. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with this. I'm having a lot of fun with decorating the pages, which I will show you more in the next video. But for now, we'll leave it here. If there is anything in this video, like the turning of the corners and things like that, if there's any of that that you want me to show in more detail, by all means, let me know in the comments below, and we will see what we can do for you guys. But that is that, using heat and bond. Absolutely fabulous. Okay guys, I will talk to you very soon in the next video. Bye!